Well, in 2017, with the conflict between Qatar and its neighbors in the region heating up, Jamal Benomar, a former UN official, was employed by Qatar to do its dirty work in America. It's alleged that Benomar helped Qatar to spy on that nation's friends and enemies. Some of this spying included hacking email accounts so that Qatar's enemies could be attacked through leaks to the press. One American News has learned that other efforts involved more traditional forms of espionage. The U.S. State Department recently found, however, that Benomar is entitled to diplomatic immunity based on a very strange request from the government of Morocco. Morocco claimed that Benomar was acting as a diplomat for the United Nations. It asked that Benomar be granted the usual immunities from other laws that other diplomats enjoy. Now, should the court hearing the Benomar case agree, it would set a very dangerous precedent, and that new precedent could pose serious ramifications for America's national security. If this were to happen, anyone acting as an agent of a foreign government would be immune from prosecution or even civil lawsuits. The proverbial Russian agents trying to sway American elections, for instance, would then be immune from American law, regardless of whether or not they were Russian citizens at all, as long as they were purportedly acting in the service of the foreign government. They could commit whatever crimes they wanted, do whatever harm they wished, and no one could hold them accountable because of this immunity. Now, the details of Benomar's case make it even more clear that the claims of immunity are in fact false. He was not working as a diplomat in the service of the government claiming immunity, Morocco. He was a hired spy, it's accused, working for the Qatari government. In this position, he was engaged in paid work for the Qatari government to prey upon both family and friends and enemies, including the citizens of the United States. Because international law governing diplomacy forbids diplomats from any professional or commercial activity, which would of course include illicitly spying and hacking on American citizens for profit. However, Benomar claims that in addition to whatever immunity he enjoys as a diplomat, his actions on behalf of the Qatari government are also entitled to sovereign immunity, because a court in the Central District of California once found that Qatar is immune to the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act, and Benomar claims he should be immune as their agent. Well, Jamal Benomar is not even a Qatari citizen, and he's lived in the United States for decades. The law is not on Benomar's side in this case. Even the actual officials of foreign governments are not protected from immunity for their conduct by the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. Now, that law intends to protect heads of state from being arrested or prosecuted, not just any agent or employee of the government. For example, anyone could understand why it would be destructive to the diplomatic relations of the U.S. and England if the Queen of England were hauled into a court during a state visit, just because somebody dreamed up a lawsuit to target her. Now, Benomar is entitled to diplomatic privilege when he is working for the government of Morocco in his alleged role as a UN diplomat. His commercial transactions for other countries are not part of that work. He's therefore not entitled to immunity for his commercial operations. OEM will keep you up to date on the precedent-setting story as it develops. I'm Jack Posobiec, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.